Welcome to newsok.com. I'm Jacob Unruh here with the Varsity Sports Update, an NFL edition actually, joined by Kingfisher native Jace Sternberger. Jace, you're one day away from the NFL draft.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's finally here.
Well, thanks for joining us in such a busy time.
No problem. Glad to be here.
What do you anticipate tomorrow night? What are you thinking as you go into this?
That's the one thing I learned is you can't go into it with any expectations. So it's one of those things. I prepared the best I could. I left everything out on the table, and so how the chips fall, how they fall. So I'm really just going to try and enjoy these next couple of days. Really soak in this whole experience. Even like A&M, all the stuff that happened there still hasn't hit me yet. So I'm hoping maybe these next 3 days I can just kind of soak everything in.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, have you thought about your journey? You go from Kingfisher, Kansas, NEO, Texas A&M, and now the NFL. Have you thought too much of that journey?
Unfortunately, I have to tell every NFL team I talk to. It's like I have to tell the whole story. So I'm,
right.
It's like I get reminded every day about it. But it's one of those things. The more it goes on, like I said, the more crazy it's really starting to hit me. But I was thinking the other day I wouldn't change anything that's happened these past 4 years. All the people I met, the coaches I've been through, and I don't think I'd be the player I was today without all that adversity.
What was the biggest difference from last season from the past seasons for you?
It was just one of those things, you always hear like it's all about the fit, and I think I was a good example of that because day one when I stepped onto A&M's campus, it was like it was the family atmosphere, the fans were great, everybody's trying to get me acclimated to the environment, and it was just a great experience. And then we got to the football part of things, and the offense is really just set up for an athletic tight end, and Coach Fisher gave me all the opportunities I needed, and I was able to make the most of my time there.
Did you go in thinking the NFL was going to come this quick?
People would always joke about it, especially after the spring game, like, oh, you're leaving early. But it was one of the things you just kind of nod off. But then, halfway through the season, there's other, some legit people kind of bringing it up to me. And it was just one of those, it was my 2-year plan. But, the way things happen is I couldn't turn this opportunity down.
It's your 2-year plan. Was it your 4-year plan in Kingfisher?
No, like I said, out of Kingfisher, I didn't know what to expect. It was you always talk about playing the NFL and stuff, but that first year of college football can humble someone real quick. Like, people think that they're cut out for certain things, and just in the workforce or anything, you think you want that one thing, and then when you get there and it's a whole different animal, it changes your character, it changes how you look at the game and stuff. And so, definitely, when I was my freshman year at KU, I was kind of like, oh wow, that's a long ways away, and then, it just worked out.
Was KU that moment that kind of reset everything for you, or going to NEO actually probably was?
Yeah,
but
it was probably the NEO. KU, I didn't know better enough because I wasn't required to be the leader. I was the freshman underclassman.
Mm-hmm.
We were just trying to get acclimated, and so NEO is different. I'm 21 years old. The majority of those kids are 17, 18 years oold, and 2 years of college. That's a big difference in life experience wise. And so, I'd say NEO. I really had to grow up, and that's when it kind of reset. Like, okay, you're doing this for a reason. Really kind of got some of my confidence back, and just kind of the swagger, how I carry myself. Yeah, felt like I was playing like high school again.
I covered you in high school. We have a good relationship since then and stuff. Is it different knowing that you came from Kingfisher? You're not the first NFL player,
right?
Not the first guy to go to the NFL from Kingfisher, but is that different?
It definitely is. I always joke like Oklahoma. They get not the best rep for producing athletes, and I always joke like quality over quantity. What I'm saying? Like, I feel like the ones who do something, it's usually pretty nationwide. Everybody's talking about it. It's like I feel like that's just the whole state mentality. If you're like, oh, you made it out of Oklahoma, that's really impressive. Like, it's blue collar, everybody has to work for everything down there, and so I definitely take pride in being from Kingfisher, especially Curtis being the last one. That was 2003 when they won state, and so me being on the 13 team then going, I just thought that was really cool.
So what has this draft process been like? I know you go to the combine, you've had all these team meetings and stuff, question after question after question, and here I am asking more for you, but what's this process been like?
Honestly, it's been a blessing. I grew up watching NFL. I've seen all these coaches. I was trying not, try to be the cool guy and not get starstruck. But when you're shaking hands with, Coach Tomlin, Coach Gruden and stuff, it's just eye-opening, literally. And so, it's one of those things. I just try to enjoy it as much as I can. And they have you pretty busy, so you can't really get to, you don't have a lot of time to think. And so, that helped keep the process going pretty quick. But overall, it's just one of those. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I've read stuff after the combine about your stuff. What did you think of your combine?
It was one of those things, numbers-wise, I knew I wasn't going to do anything attractive, that's everybody's just going to be talking about. But I knew my field work, and then I knew it when I did my formal interviews, like that was going to be all I needed to help me, you know, boost my draft grade. And, you know, it definitely did. I mean, we'll find out these next few days how much, but, you know, the formals, that was big for me because, you know, 40-wise, I knew I wasn't going to, you know, do nothing crazy because I feel like my film, I play faster than what I, you know, test numbers and stuff. So, you know, the combine was a great experience for me as well.
I have to ask you too, your brother has been a star in football and basketball this year.
Right.
I know you watch from afar, but what do you think of the way he shined?
It was, you know, it was so rewarding, you know, to see someone give so much. I mean, he's been doing grown man basketball workouts since he was like 4th grade. Like, he wouldn't even let me go to the gym with him because I didn't take it serious enough. And so, you know, just to see someone get rewarded for all their hard work and, you know, it kind of just speaks volumes of who he is as a person, you know, someone who holds himself to a higher standard. And, you know, he's a little grown man. We always make fun of him for it, but, you know, he really is an inspiration to me with his work ethic.
I assume you're going to be hanging out with family. What are you doing for the draft?
Yeah, just, you know, my mom has a huge family. Then my dad has a pretty good size, so we're all going to be in Kingfisher. You know, just, you know, they're the ones who got me here, so might as well spend the day with them.
That's probably going to be quite the party.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Well, Jace, thanks for joining us and taking time out of your schedule. Good luck this weekend and good luck in the future in the NFL. And stick with newsok.com. You get the best coverage in the state.